Hey YouTube and all my subscribers, my precious. Anyway, I'm here with the PsVita clone again. You guys went and like just bugging for more videos. Like, please show me more what the system can do. I had for all you guys that don't know, the PsVita clone or fake or whatever you guys want to call it at this point. It has TV out. It can display on the PAL TV and the NTSC TV. This is a HD TV if you haven't noticed that. If you can notice it or not. You can display up to 1080p. This video will be in 720 though, so keep that in mind. But that's just a little heads up for anybody that didn't know, you're new to the channel, things of that nature. In this video today I'm going to show you Homebrew that's been made on the Game Boy Advance, and showing you things that can run on here. And the first one we have is called Fighter. It's a virtual fighter clone. As you can see, it has the two characters, the two blocky animated characters, and you have two attacks. You have kick and punch. The most effective move is kick, because it slows down time for some odd reason when you kick the person, and plus it sends them back, so that's what I like using. I just use the kick the whole dang time. And plus there's no combos or anything, because look, I'm punching him, kicks me in the face, I go flying, I kick him in the face, I win. Real simple. You can see the CPU usage on here. You can rotate the camera in pause mode. You can rotate the camera when it's paused with the digital circle pad, I guess, or you can use the directional pad. It won't give me an option like I want. Won't let me choose the other modes. But anyway, that's just the basics of this game. Wow, and I just made myself lose. I'm not gonna lose this time. But you can jump and stuff, which I didn't know that till now. I just tried it. Just jump up in the air and stuff. And I just won. I randomly pushing a button. Anyway, if this was on the Game Boy Advance, which it is, if you have a flash ROM card, basically the attacks are A and B, so you can pause it and change different things. But that's it for that game. I have a game called Racing 23. This is a I don't know what you would like to call it, but a very different type of game where it uses like a 3D type perspective, but it's overhead though. Okay, it does have sound, but it sounds terrible. The only mode you can pick on, though, the demo that I downloaded was Trial Attack. You can actually buy this game somewhere, apparently, because I see on the page where I got this from. You can buy this. But I wouldn't buy this though. Like, even though this does look cool though, like, you gotta admit though, like, if this was like, if they actually made this like official game on the Game Boy Advance, there'd be so many more Game Boy Advances sold. or at least did something like this on the PS Vita. I don't know if they did something like this on the PS Vita, but this would be cool, you know. It's simple, but it's cool. Takes a little time to code something like this. But yeah, for the most part, you know. Oh snap, I didn't know someone would be racing me. Okay, you know. Step my game up then, alright. But yeah, you know, it's basic racing top-down game. I'm doing terrible at it. But basic controls is like the D-pad. A to accelerate, B to brake. I don't think it really uses the other buttons. Oh, it does. Oh, okay. I had like a boost. I didn't know that. But it's kind of hard to control. At least on here it is, because to do the boost and the acceleration, that you have to kind of ball your fingers up into like a claw. Because you know, some like on certain games that you play on like consoles and other things like that, you have to do like the claw. At least that's what most gamers would call it, where you have to curl up one finger to press to give that one enough pressure on one button to hit like two buttons at once, or you can just hold them down with one finger if you want to, but it makes things like harder. But I was doing like the claw, right, just to do like the little boost. But anyway, that's enough of that. Next, I guess applications, I guess you can call them, is like a TI-83 emulator for Game Boy Advance that runs on here. I mean, okay, let me clarify. It runs, but doesn't work. Because I still haven't figured out how to use it. To bring up all the different functions, I use the right bumper, which is I think the right bumper is select. Yeah, the right bumper is select. And select brings up the menu, and you use A to input things. But as you can see, there's nothing on the screen. I mean, at least in the white section. So I don't know how I get it to show up or not. But I guess that's it for that one, because like I had to figure out how to get it to work properly. This one is a Windows demo for the Game Boy Advance. Someone tried to emulate Windows on the Game Boy Advance. I'm not gonna do this one because like it starts up just fine. You scroll to menus and stuff like that, but there's no like on the PsVita clone. You don't see the cursor or anything like that, and you don't know what are you hovering over or how to X out of the windows. It makes it hard for it to get out of it. So that's why I'm not gonna start that one. But anyway, the next ones are homebrews that are apparently out for the Game Boy Advance right now. One particular is called a werewolf tool. I mean, a werewolf tail. Sorry, I'm a little tired. You know, been through a lot today. So, and a little company made this one. Like they're actually pretty known. Apparently, have their own website and everything. This one has sound and everything too. Apparently the controls are opposite, I guess. And basic premise of the game is just to go, well, I forgot the controls are opposite for some reason. Is to get to each, I guess, checkpoint, I guess, without dying, of course. It kind of reminds me of Super Meat Boy, if anybody played that. It's a one-hit kill. Well, no, it's not a one-hit kill. The Super Meat Boy is one-hit kill, because that's why the game is so hard. But anyway, you get a health bar and everything, but I don't know. I guess the art style, I guess that's what I meant by that. The art style is like a Super Meat Boy style. The way you move back and forth is also attack too, which is pretty cool. Oh man. Oh yeah, I guess to move through each objective, it's like I guess you have to kill every enemy. Well, no, you don't. No. I remember how I got through these. The objective is to actually I think it's just get to the exit. Yeah, you just get to the exit using your different powers that you have, but you have to use like different keys and stuff. You know, basically like a nice platformer with puzzle elements. You know. Anyway, that one had sound too, but I didn't want any like copyright issues or things of that nature. Because I've been getting hit with that lately on a lot of my videos, especially with the PS4 games videos. Like a lot of EA and other companies like that have been trying to hit me with copyright. I'm like, really? I'm promoting your game. I'm like, come on, I'm not like taking in like, oh, look, I created all these games all by myself. Do like some Kevin Hart. That's a Kevin Hart type deal, like all by myself. One shoe, one eye, all by myself, you know. Actually, with this game though, like I haven't figured out how to continue the game. This game actually has several builds to it right now, and I forgot which build was this one for this game. Because this game is going to be complete soon, but it's not completed yet, and these are just like demos for this. Because with the last game I showed, it's the same company, and they're currently working on different games right now. And this is one of the games they're actually trying to complete. And the version I have right now is just like a demo version, so it doesn't really, like what you see, it wasn't really what justified what the real game is. Oh, camera says low battery. I hate you, camera. I'm pretty sure all you YouTubers hate the camera too, especially all the times it flickers and all that crap. And yes, I did get another camera. I showcased it in one of my other videos, but come on, I don't got time for all that. Ain't nobody got time for that. But yeah, it's not an HD, so as I'm saying, like if I'm gonna upload a video with the other camera, it's not gonna be in HD, so it's like I didn't really see a point in uploading many videos, and it was that like I'm running out of time or something like that. Then I'll upload with the other camera. But besides that, I wouldn't upload videos with the other camera, even though they're sharper and better, and I control the ISO and white balance and things of that nature, which is great. But at the same time, I don't want to jeopardize the quality. Like I told people that I'm going to upload videos in HD, and that's when I want to continue doing that. But with this camera, it's like it just pisses me off with this camera though. Like, there's no way I can change anything, which I didn't notice that until I started uploading videos and people started complaining and like, hey, why is the camera doing all that? Turn this off or turn that off, and like I can't tell people, hey, I can't turn it off. It's the way the camera is. And they will get mad, like, oh, blah blah blah, get a new camera, blah blah blah. You know how YouTube are. the community are. Like, they complain so much, you know. They gotta have perfection when they have a video. Even though many of the people who do complain, like, they don't have a channel, or they don't upload videos at all, or they're struggling themselves. So I'm like, why are you complaining so much, you know? Calm down and view, you know. Or keep calm and view. Oh, it's one hit kill. Oh, well, that's not good. But yeah, this is like a platforming game, but mixed with Portal, because you can like pick up enemies and stuff. As you can see, I'm freezing the enemies by pressing X which would probably be on the actual Game Boy Advance. And I'm picking up most enemies and freezing them. The point of the game, I don't think the point of the game is to get all the enemies. I think it's just to get to the exit without dying, which isn't exactly easy because it's like a one-hit kill. And most of the platforms are so small and stuff, so I wonder if there's a way to like shoot the enemies back. I just died. Anyway, that's it for that game. I forgot to go through the names of the games. That was Power Pig, which was made by the same company who made the Holy Hell, Neo Flash, and a Werewolf Tale. I guess I have a few more to show you guys before I end this video. I don't want to drag on like forever. I know many of you guys have stuff to do, and you guys will probably stop watching by the time you even got to the 10-minute mark or over 5-minute mark. But for those of you that are still watching the video, here's the last two homebrews I'm gonna go through. This is a simple bricks game. I forget what company makes it. Not brick. It wasn't a brick game. I know what this was. This is a an engineering test or something like that. Like, you know what they do, like what engineers do when they want to show off like a 3D application running on a system of theirs that they just came together with. Many systems, well, dev kits, they will have things like this nature, like they'll have there's a 3D shape that you can rotate to demonstrate that the system itself can do 3D polygons and what's it called, shaders, and showing like different depths of field and things of that nature. I think running this on the Game Boy Advance, there's actually more settings and stuff to this, but on here, as with the TI-83 emulator, there isn't much I can do on here because I can't see the rest of the screen, and that isn't me zooming in. That's all I can actually physically see on the screen. And if I actually played it on the system itself, like not up here on the screen, but like, you know, on actual the system, that's all I would see too. So it's kind of sad that I can't really do much with that. And next we see Conker's Advance. Apparently people in the homebrew community, they really wanted a Conker Bat Fur Day type thing going on for the Game Boy Advance, and this is what they came up with so far, apparently, I guess. All I can say, the jump mechanics and everything else are pretty bad. It's very floaty. Kind of lose control of Conkers once you're in the air. If I had the sound on, you would hear like Santa Claus saying ho 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 every time you get these little jingle bells. As you can see, collision detection is off, but I just walked right up to that. Apparently you only have one life. If you fall off the edge, you're dead. There's large, giant gaps in between platforms for some odd reason. And the scrolling of the screen is just way off because like the mountains are so far up and the land is just way down there for some odd reason. I mean, I like the effort that they did because for me, I dabbled in a little bit of developing games and stuff like that. Not developing games, but you know, trying to create my own games and things of that nature and 3D modeling and stuff like that. And it's not easy to do. Like I don't know why gamers complain so much about like you can just do this or you can just do that. Like until you actually sitting down on the computer trying to do all this from scratch, then you have like no way or no room to talk. Like really, when I hear about people complaining about the game is terrible or is this and that is wrong with it, I'm like, yeah, I see the flaws, but what are you gonna do to improve about them? Like, are you gonna sit down with the developers and say, hey, I have went through years of schooling, coding, and this on this console or this system, I can help you by replacing this and that code right there, or I can do it. I'm better at 3D modeling than some people on your team, and I can do it for cheaper or faster. And then they might consider it then. But if you can't do any of those things, like why are you talking all this smack though? Like that's what I'm wondering. So that's my thoughts on that. Like I'm not trying to be mean to anybody out there that does make game that thinks they have like an opinion on games and things like that. Like telling on whether games are good or not, you know. But I just think people should keep their opinion to themselves, even though everybody has freedom of speech and everything. But when it comes to like making games and stuff, you don't know how hard it is to make a game. I know some people make it look easy, and like people make Flappy Bird and Angry Bird and all them other people, but to make something completely original, it's so hard to do, and they come up with the materials, sounds, textures, animations, uh, voice actors, and other things like that that goes into a game, coding and things like that, building the game engine itself, like all that takes so long to do. Unless you use other people's game engines and textures and everything else, but then again, you have to give all the credit to them, and then you have to figure out how they're gonna pay them and how you're going to pay for the cost of making the game itself and distributing it to different companies and different platforms, and it's just a lot of headaches and stuff. So when someone said like a game is delayed, then hey, take it with a grain of salt and just like, hey, okay, it's delayed, so let's hope it's better than what we saw on a trailer or something. And most trailers, they're not of the game, they're just CG trailers, which keep in mind they do use the 3D models that they use in the game, but the ones you see in the game are low polygon characters of the ones in the CG trailer for the most part. And there are ways of doing that, I guess, like where they take a low polygon model and they take the normal map or bump mapping from that and from the high res character and put it onto a low res character, and that's how it looks somewhat good and like I guess next gen ish, and that's how they can get away with low polygon models and have the game running at 30 frames at least or more, have it running good, and not have to worry about too many things bogging down each the system or the PC. I can go in that forever though, like how the process of making games and what it takes and everything. If you guys have any questions about that, I haven't made any games personally, but I have attempted at making games, as you've seen in my Childish Gambino game on the Game Maker, using the Game Maker video that's on my channel. If you guys want to check that out, like I made that game on like an ancient PC. I was like still in high school still, and I was like bored. I was like, oh cool, I wonder what it'd be like to make a game. And I just sat there doing a little bit of coding and stuff, just guessing and make their own little characters, and it's like, oh, this what if, and I noticed how much work it would take to actually do all this from scratch. Anyway, I went on a rant further for a little bit, but that's all I'm showing for today on the PsVita clone. If you guys have any more questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Make sure to comment, subscribe, like, and share this video. Thank you.